Good day, welcome, welcome. Amaka here, coming to you from Calgary. Guys, welcome to my stream today. I'm just redoing the stream. I got interrupted. I have this program running for the next week or so. I think today is the last Monday. So next Monday, I won't do double. I will be okay. It just comes in just before I start. So I had to run in 15 minutes last time. So welcome, guys. Welcome to my stream, the weekly stream. This stream has been going on for about 2-3 months now. I've gone from page setting, group settings, optimization, notes on your personal and business page. These are little things behind the scene on your social media. A lot of people don't even know that they're there. And that's what I'm bringing out one by one, showing people how you can, cut down time, manage your time better, because you can be flipping before platforms before you know it the whole day. God, that's why a lot of people find it overwhelming with social media, because they don't show how to organize their day better so that they can be more productive and things you can do. And all the past posts is on AA Consulting Services page on the More tab. As you know, Facebook have changed quite a bit and it's still changing. When you go there on More tab, you see live. That's where all my live videos, you can find all of them on AA Consulting Services or Coach Amaka, which is Fabulous Christine fan page. And it's been going on. So if you're watching me for the first time, feel free to check out the past stream or go to Amaka Adindu YouTube channel. Most of them are there on the live tab. Again, you see a lot of them. It's by title. Page settings, group setting, notes, and all that. So it's all there. Feel free to see what you've missed and what you can catch up on, something that could, add a nugget or two to your online life. As you know, this is the new normal, and we're not sure how long this is going to be now. So if you're going to be out there using the services, best is to do it better so you don't leave embarrassment that your children will hate to see, or your grandchildren. Like sometimes you say you delete it, but you don't know who have it. Say, oh, I did it, I deleted it. It once you publish a launch, it's right on Google, it's there. So do it well. That's why I'm here doing this Monday, getting you started on your week. Monday streaming at 2:00, except this last week and this week, I'm doing double this time because I got interrupted in between. So that's what it's for. And then I've progressed into content. Content as big as it is. That's why I've been here. And they would be running on content. Every week I have a fresh new article, which I bring back to life if it was published years before, or a fresh one. Today I'm going to talk about the one I'm going to talk about was just live last night, published on my WordPress blog. Then I brought it up into Medium. If you've been watching me for the first time, Medium is a social platform for content repurposing, really. That's what it is for me. Some people use it for different reasons. They use it to post fresh articles, but I use it to bring my articles back to life, back to life in the sense that I pull it into Medium, then I'll change some images or change some of the links. If the links are not good anymore, I replace the link, becomes a fresh, and I optimize it a little bit, then share it from that platform. So I found this platform and I like it because it helps me to bring posts that I've done as far back as 2011, 2012, 2013, 14. Content is what it is. When you talk about content, it's still the same. When you talk about blogging, how to shop online, last week, a few weeks ago, I talked about online shopping with current situation. Everybody's shopping online. How do you know whether your site you're about to use your card information is secured or not? I usually use, PayPal. I don't know about you guys, because my credit card is in PayPal. They don't have access and nobody else have access. Instead of putting my card number onto a website, I pay through PayPal. And if they don't have a PayPal, what do you do and you want to buy that item? You can buy a gift card instead of putting your card, buy the amount. Some of them don't even accept gift cards. So you can imagine. So how to know when a site, if the site you are about to put your information is secured or not. I talked about an online shopping, and I'll do more on online shopping as well moving forward. And a lot of those articles are on marketers now, wordpress.com. That's one of the platform I use. I use the different platform. I use Weebly, I use GoDaddy, I use all that platform just because I like to learn. I use them. I put content here and there. Then with Medium now, I pull them out. And post it on Medium, and it pulls the full content. I will optimize, change a little bit at the end of the post. At the end of the article, it tells you where it was first originally published and what year and what website that it was published, which is excellent. And this is usually how I suggest if you need to repost or want to share post from a different company, a different content, especially if you're doing affiliate marketing and the company that did the product have an article that you want to share with your audience. The best way is to pull the full article and give a credit at the bottom, at the end of it, where it was originally published. This is the way you can, have enough content, have content to share with your followers on the product you're promoting on affiliate link, whether it's a product or tool, whichever it is. You have to be a product of the product. So the manufacturers have done the full article on it. Why? You don't need to reinvent the wheel. You use what they have already, because they're the only one who can describe their product better, not you. Don't reinvent the wheel. Use what it is that they have. Put your name on it and put their name so that credit goes back there. So there are different formats. There's so much in this industry. I know a lot of people feel overwhelmed that they have to learn so much, from here, and try not to confuse yourself and plan your time. Today, I'm going to talk about time management. Okay? Time management, because you can go a whole day, and end up, what did you achieve for this day? You're not even sure. So the article, which was launched last night, another thing too, I talk about feeds a lot. Using feed to cut back in time. It can be flipping from one platform to another. When you have your feed embedded on your website, WordPress is pretty good with a lot of adding all those plugins, that you can use. So when you publish an article, you're able to post it in different platforms, which happened last night. Boom, it was in so many other platforms. Before I got it just done. So, it just helped. If not, I would have to be posting it one by one into those platforms. Now I'm going to pull this full article, put it into a podcast, and now another avenue to share it. So there's no limit, just a question of knowing what it is that you need to do and how to do it. And hey, if this content gives you more of a, feel free to share it. There is a shorter way to get things done and still get the results you want without, wasting so much time. So today, the article I've talked about shopping, I talked about blogging. I've already did an article on affiliate marketing, did video marketing. I'm going to flip them once after I'm done with the current content, which I'm going to talk about now, is on time management, how to manage your time better. We all know time, we only have 24 hours in a day, which you have to know how to organize it so that you make the best 24 hours that you have. Plan it, because out of that 24, some people sleep 8 hours, and I don't know. I used to, but now I don't. We spend so much time sleeping. So I sleep enough, but not 8 hours. They say you need 8 hours. 8 hours is a long time to be sleeping. You have plenty of time to sleep, guys. Get things done. But whatever works for you, it works for you. Okay. Says, do you struggle to find time? Try these tips and tricks. So what I have done here, I've just pulled a few of the pointers from the article, but the full content of each of these is on the article, is posted. It's actually on the description on this video. I believe it is. Feel free to read through and clap. On Medium, you clap. When you like the content, you clap. So feel free to clap and follow. And and it helps. It gives you a lot of pointers what to do, how to do it. And as I mentioned, I stress out on content. Content is so important in your online presence. Content is another way to give more value to people. People who are not naturally on your network, people who are not even in the same city as you are. People are, especially with these days, we have, what do you call it, isolation, and you still want to put your voice out there. The best way to do it is using content, sharing your ideas, sharing what it is that you have in your head for other people to learn from, to make changes in their life if that's what they need, or to share with others. And by doing so, you're building your own audience. People get to know you even without meeting you. They think, then they say, oh wow, I feel like I know you. I just read the article you did about blah 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 blah. I loved it. It's like the way I think. Wow, this is somebody you have never met. It is the power of content. This is the power of content. A lot of marketers today will tell you that. Build content, write content, give value through your content, and the rest will flow. Your audience will grow because they want to see what else you're putting out there. They want to see. I had a lady send me a message in Absence. Absence is another platform that, it's a social platform. She sent me a message and I don't go there often. I would say, God, I read the article and I wanted to find you and follow you to see what else you're going to write next. This person I never met, but they meet you through your content. So content is powerful. There's a quote here which I'm going to share, and it says, content is fire, social media is gasoline. It's a J. Bauer said that. And in fact, it's true because, social media, it is. Everybody's zipping through content, breezing through. They're following, if they're relevant, they follow, they share. And if you don't put enough content, once you find one that resonates with you, share it with your audience. They will remember you for it. It could help them solve a situation. I've had, certain times I couldn't figure something. I just Google it. I used to tell my kids when they say, Mom, what da 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 da? I say, Google it. I say, well, tell me what it is. I say, you Google it because you get more. When you Google it, it gives you so many variations of what you're looking. So you expand your mind, you can learn more. And that's it. It's okay. They want you to give them. If I tell you what it means, it's one sentence. But if you go Google it, you get so much of, meanings into that one particular thing. And it will lead you to other knowledge too. You see? So it's just how you see it. But this is how I see it. Expand your mind, learn more with the things around you. So today's content, as I mentioned, time management, we all know, we all have issues with time. We would sometimes, some people think, we need more than 24 hours in a day. But the truth is, if we needed more than that, we could have had more than that. But we didn't. But that's what we have and what we need. How you plan your day is what matters. It could save you time. When you start planning your day, you find times that you're wasting on the things that are irrelevant. You can pull yourself from those. When you plan your time, you have more time in a day to do things that matters the most to you. It's only when you're not planning, you're doing whatever, and you waste more time when you should be putting that time in other things that could help you move forward, help you get things accomplished. Timing yourself, planning ahead of time. It says, time management can help you focus on things that are important. So when you make your list of what you need to do in a day, put a check mark as you do it. And the ones you didn't get done, you push it to the next day and add more things. You see, you start arranging her. I should practice what I preach. I say this, I started, I'm like everybody else. I know these things. I started halfway. You get, drip off again. I have to, these articles, even though I write them, it helps me as much as it helps you. You go back to it again and say, I didn't do this, let's go. Consistency is what everybody have a challenge, including myself. We all have staying on it. When you can do that, you've gotten it, and it takes discipline. It takes discipline. Phone rings. These days, I don't pick up my phone unless it's my mom or really important. Then I don't answer the phone because you find out you spend so much time, if you don't watch out. I have met a lady that, she calls me and it's like, I don't pick up the phone. And she calls me at the odd hours, So I rather text you, I know, 1 second and boom, 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 I've written what I need to write. And you can see it saves you more time so that you can put that time in other things. So monitor how you spend your time. Okay, if you're always pressed for time, start trying to be earlier in everything. I hate, for myself personally, I don't like to rush things. I like to get things done, double check and make sure it's done. If I rush, you tend to make mistakes that you wouldn't normally make if you plan ahead. Get things done, you double check, you're sure, you're confident it's done. When you're rushing, it's like, oh, did I get that right? You wouldn't have time to double check it. So I don't if you find yourself rushing on everything, start planning ahead, allowing extra time for you to get to where you need to get and what you need to do and get it done. Have time to double check it. Have time to check what you have done, whether it's exactly what you intended originally, because you've had that time to stop and think about it. Okay. It says again, office hours can be thought of as planned interruption. It says planned your interruption. You're going to go read this article and see the rest of it. Planned interruption. If office hours is a planned interruption, I don't know. You could translate it in so many ways. That this article breaks it down for you. Why is it a planned interruption that you need in a day? Okay, it says take some time to schedule make schedules for planned interruption, schedule things out, and that way you can go at the end of the day, you see what you have accomplished. You see, and it gets you started for your next day activities, because those ones you didn't finish and you add more things, you can get those done ahead of time. See, when you start doing this, it's very powerful. And I need to learn to continue on it. I get it, I stop, I get it again, like everybody else. It's human nature, okay? It says, make sure that your daily tasks are prioritized. Yeah. Level of importance, second level, third level. And there's so many tools out there that will help you get this done. A lot of tools. If you're not sure which one, send me a message. I'll pass you what I use. I use my phone a lot. I use the tasks there and reminders, and I make all the notes for everything that I do. But they say when you write it with your hand, it's another level. So that's another topic. But today is making that schedule. Remember to make those schedules. Okay? Take about 5 minutes before, like I said, mentioned, before the task or call for, take 5 minutes before and after. Check or result at the end of it. So this article is loaded. It's over 1,000 words, my dear. So you can imagine what you'll get out of it. So feel free to grab it. Amaka, Coach Amaka, Adindu, and Medium. Yeah, and Medium. And you see, and it's on Marketers now on WordPress. You should see it is published last night. November 29th. Actually, it was midnight, late past midnight. So it might show 30th, So grab that and see what you can apply, with all that is going on. When you don't know where your time goes, it reminds you what you need to do, what you haven't done, what you have ahead of you. So as I preach, as I tell you this, I'm also practicing like you. I'm not the expert on this, but however, every little effort I make in making this work has been very awesome. It has been amazing. It has been helping. So I'm going to show you some of the past streams that I've done already. The week before, what I did. And again, I'm going to slide this now. Let's run the slide. Okay. Read it along with me. Helpful tips. Self-development. Okay. What it is that you need to do. Now, again, I did the same thing. I pulled some of the liners, some of the highlights of the full content. The main content is published. If you go there on Medium, follow the link, you see the rest of it. Self-development, of course, that's important. How to manage yourself in whatever it is you're doing, how you do it, what you do, And looking back on it, I used to keep a journal years ago. With my worker, I used to spend hours in the gym. Oh my God. That saved a lot for me, to be honest with you. And I'll journal every activities in the gym, day one, what I did, the reps I did, how many reps of this and that. I'll go back to that eventually, and it helps me to measure my activities. That's how, it did a lot for me. Then the other week before, this slide is going back weeks. I showed you today, it's taking you back a week after. Easy solution to running a home-based business, as we are majority of companies are using the home office atmosphere for their employers, how to optimize your environment, how to optimize your time. If you're, some people say, should I stay on my PJ? No, you don't need to dress like you're going to an office. Make yourself ready. Some people want to, of course, it's up to you, but makes it your productivity level is change. Especially now we're doing videos. You don't want to come up in the video with your head sticking up this way, and prepare yourself like you're going to the gym. You're going to an office, and of course, you don't know who's going to pop up on your video, want to talk with you, want to discuss issues. So be ready at all times. Be ready at all times. It's highly suggested. Then I talked about the advantages of blogging. Why do you need a blog? One of the things that once you're writing it, have other people in mind who are reading. Write with the reader in the mind. So they will make it so they know you're writing it for them. Okay. Focus on giving value, of course. On giving value. Write something when somebody read it, they say, wow, that really is helpful. I'm going to go back, I'll follow this person and I'll share with my friend. Oh, wow, this is something we're discussing the other day. You have no idea, how powerful this is if you're not doing it. Oh, this is something we discussed. They might not even come to you, but you're making an impact in other people's life. Okay. Write with the readers in mind as you write it. It would giving value to them, writing something that they read and say, oh, wow, it feels like that was written for me. Again, there's a week before I talked about the article is live, advantages of blogging. Again, we can write blogging so many times, blogging is one thing that some people misunderstand it sometimes, that, there's so much you can do. Writing content, writing blogs. Blogs used to be a journal. They call it online journal way back in the days. But that has progressed into what companies use today to talk about their products, to talk about their upcoming products, allowing their followers, their audience to contribute to the production. What do they want to see? How, do they feel? What changes would they want to see? No, you may not necessarily use, but having them put their input on you're adding them into your whole process makes a big difference. It creates, and it make them feel very important, doing that. Whether or not you use it, but having them contribute to that line of product, that's excellent. It makes a huge difference. Practice that. Okay, and also I talked about affiliate marketing. For a lot of people out there now looking for something to do, since they are home looking for alternative income, affiliate marketing is the way to go. It's huge. Instead, it saves you a lot. Let other people do the work and you market it. They give you, most companies that have affiliate, they give you a link for you to promote for them. If you're using it, somebody might ask you, oh, what do you use? Whether it's a skincare or anything. Oh, you tell them this is, I have a link for it. So most companies today, they're offering that option. Even my blogging platform, Delanta, I had a meeting the other day, and they told me now they have affiliate. And honestly, I was happy to hear that, because people have been asking me, what platform do you use for your coaching platform? I posted a link in a group where you're sharing our website. I said, oh, what platform is that? And they're like, oh, wow, this is what it is. You have everything all in one. Okay, all in one, everybody want convenience. Otherwise, you'll be having your courses there, your meetings there, and I'll bring it all in one. Now they have affiliate marketing. Guess what? I have a link. I'll promote the link. When somebody uses my link, I make extra money, and that is how affiliate works. If you're using a product, go back to them and say, product you like, ask them, do they have affiliate marketing option? Most companies are doing that now. They give you a link, you promote, you get a percentage for sharing that product. That's how affiliate works. Use the product, like the product, share with other people, and you can write content about it. I already talked about online marketing, knowing what site you're in, the security on that site, how to find those, how to know whether your site is secured or not. Those are important. If you don't know what to look for. But when you do, then you can go right instantly. You know whether or not you want to put your credit card information to make a purchase or even put your name. That's something to work out. That article dealt on that topic. Then advice will help you take, okay, parts for personal development. Again, the title is advice that will help you take the right path to personal development. Personal development, of course, is big for everybody these days. You got to be focusing on improving yourself, thinking positive, seeking purpose for your life, being around positive people. Negative can drain you seriously. You want to step off that. And then effective strategy for successful blog. That's stages of blog. What do you need to do to have a successful blog? And all that is dealt in depth on that article. Feel free to review it. Engagement, audience. That's what blog, giving value to people, writing with the readers in mind. That is the key. That is the key. I used to belong to a blogging group where we all, here's another one, reputation management, where we all, let me show you the story, where we all visit each other's blog. For one, we learn what they're writing about. For two, we get ideas what we can write about. For three, we look at the tools that they're using. Look at their setup, their templates, what are they using. If you see it visually and like it, then you might want to use the same template or something similar. That was a great, helpful community. And it's still there. You find one, you can start your own, and you got to start, doing, sharing your content, commenting and all that. It helps you a lot. Continue, the list goes on. Video marketing. Then I talked about community building. Like as I just mentioned, have your community, have a plan, what you guys want to talk about. And I'm doing a course that is coming up soon. I'm doing a group coaching. From once we finish, it goes into a community and we'll continue the learning process in that community. That's just the way to do. The way Facebook is huge on community, and a lot of other platforms are doing the same thing. Community is a way to bring people together. If you're a business and you have a business page, you need a community, because your audience they're not going to write on your page. It goes into, nobody sees it. If you want them to contribute, you have a community linked. I talked about it on my video. Link it to your business page. This is where they can interact about your product, about you decide how the community runs, whether they can post, what they can post. And if you're joining one, look at the policies, what it is they have out there. Some of them have days you can post your outside links. Some days you can talk about your business. Some days they do just strictly learning. Those are very helpful. And I've discussed that already. And I'll revisit it again down the road. And we talked about Google content. Everything you put out there stays in Google for life. That's why I said, clean up your act. You don't want your grandchildren to see the post and say, oh, did my mom post that or my dad posted that? Oh my goodness. You don't want that. So clean it up. Post something relevant. How people learn from you. One, it brings your potential customers closer. Then I shared about notes. Notes is a free tool you have on your social media. Personal page on your Facebook. Personal page have notes. Business page have notes. It's all a question of which one do you want to use. They all function the same way. You put your videos, put your images, put your content, you optimize it with all those those H1s, H2. If you don't know what I'm talking about, never mind. But if you do, you know what I'm talking about there. Bold and italics and all those languages, you put it in there for visibility. This is what it looks like on your business page. You have a full content, you can embed the cover, You can embed, whatever you want to embed, videos, cover images, and all that. Makes it fun. It makes it, and each of those images, you can embed a link. So when somebody click on it, they can go somewhere. Call to action. You need a call to action. Call to action. You got to tell them where to go, where to get more. Traditional marketing and advertisement, all that. So, guys, we can go on and on. Knowledge is it, seek for it, you will find. Write with people in mind. It's not about you. Don't focus on you. Don't tell me all those things they don't want to know. Focus about them, your readers. Okay? Tell a compelling story. Story has been big. I've been listening to one of the guys. There's so many of them, but there's one I particularly listen to, Hernandez or something. I can't even remember, And this storytelling is huge. Is becoming. People want to hear your story. They want to hear how you started. Back home, we go to our elderly grandparents to listen to stories, and they tell us about stories. Usually they tell you a story about animal growth, animal kingdom, but now you tell about the real kingdom, which is yours. How you started. I was sharing a client's story about repurposing some of the content she's been putting on her corporate site. I wanted to bring it out into social media for people get to know her, because the people reading are just the corporate people, and they're not even, it's not, credit is going to the company, not to herself. And she came to tell me, oh, this article has been old, it's very old. I said, it doesn't matter. Content is relevant. No matter any time, how many years it's been, it's still relevant. And she went back and I said, I told her, explain to her, the reason you're doing this to get attention to yourself. Share the word that you are the writer of all those things. Well, you can't pull back and say, this is, this is. You just put it out. The people who are seeing it don't even know about you. That's the other thing. They don't even know. But now they're getting to know it. They don't know when it was published. But however, the link is there that shows them, if they really want to know, they can certainly click and go into your main corporation where it was originally published. And after a while, she understood it, You're meeting new people, new connection, new view. She says, oh, but my colleagues may I read it. They say, oh, it's a very old article. This was published a year ago. Yes, so they already know you. These ones that are going to read it don't even know you. That's the whole thing. That's when you hire somebody to do let them bring their experience. If you need an explanation, yes, they will explain it to you. But they're doing it. You hired them for a reason. You didn't hire them to tell them to do it. You might as well do it yourself. But anyways, we got that done. The thing is that, contents are out there. Borrow them if you don't have one for yourself. I borrow from myself, but some of the ones I've done years back, I go back and bring them in now. If you're promoting an affiliate marketing, go to the website, see what they put in there on the website, repurpose it, but give them credit to it, and that way you have enough to feed to your audience. Content is huge. So I will be on this content for quite some time. Every week, I'll bring you a new chapter. And this time management, I would stay on it for a few more contents. Because sometimes these days that people are quarantined at home, limited arrange, you can easily put your time, most of the hours, doing either watching TV. I don't have TV, watching TV or watching Netflix or whatever. Time is gone. Plan your time, put a timer, 1 hour bing, you get a bing, then it's time to move into it. Label it every day. So I will spend some time on this time management topic. Next week, I'll bring another one, on time management, fresh. I'll go search what I posted before, and I will bring it up. This one was just fresh, just posted. And I have a few posted out already from way back, and I'll pull them up. I see some people on LinkedIn have been commenting on it and say, oh, thank you. This is really useful. That's why I do it, So follow and share with other people with you. And we'll keep going. So much action, so much news out there. Focus on positive, You can only do so much. And focus on those things that you're in control, you can handle. And this is your time to do it. Don't waste your time on negativities, and it could really drain somebody. The numbers are not the best. What can you do? Do what you can do, and that's by whatever, giving out these articles, giving out this content out for people, sharing what you learn, how you have managed yourself within this time, what you have done to help you, and who knows, it will help another person. I know what comes to, okay, and the more crowds you build, the more audience you be, the more chances it says it brings them closer to being a client. It brings them closer because now they trust you. They've been reading from you. They understand and appreciate it. And guess what? If you had something that is of something they will spend on, they're more confident to do so. Some people just focus on sell, pushing links out there. It doesn't work anymore. People are more learned. They want to learn. They want to get to know you, so they know what they're spending on. They know exactly what is going to get them. And if you're selling something, make sure it's of great value that people can actually use it. Otherwise, you might get what you don't want. With that said, I have my complimentary session. If you wanted to come pick my brain, you can do so. You book a meeting, and after that, was give you some idea. Will show me what you're doing. I had a meeting, I think it was 3 weeks ago, and it was quite interesting. This guy, anyways, it didn't come like selling, but at the end, it almost was leading to. I don't want that. If you're trying to sell your product, don't book my meeting. I won't buy. I'm not in the market to buy. But however, he got some great ideas of things, that he can, share with his team. I said, well, okay, you see, you got it. And he wanted more. I said, okay, I'll show you this other one. He says, really? And I looked at his article. He did it exactly the no way. I said, no, you don't want to do that. Because really, you want to keep your clients there. You don't want to move them away somewhere to read more. Bring them here. Let them get the full content. Give credit to where it came from. That's the best way to keep your audience on your wall. Otherwise, when they click and go somewhere else to finish the reading, they may not even see their content, but they already left your site. Hello, this is a nugget for you. You see, it keeps coming. So when you pick my brain, you get so much. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. You can see I'm having a blast. It's a pleasure. Oh, my son turned 13. My Emmanuel, my prince. That guy is, that's anointing on his head. It's amazing. I'm so grateful. I'm so proud to be his mom. So we're looking forward to more times with him, and we thank God for that. All the best to you guys, and have an awesome week. Awesome week. Have an awesome week. And I'll be back again next week, Monday at 2 o'clock. This is usually when this time happens. This thing happens at 2 o'clock. But this last 2 weeks, I had I have a man of God streaming from UK, doing a program that falls into mine. So, yeah, I said next week I'll be up at 2, and I'll finish as usual. I won't do double. I did double last week and this week. But all the same, it's my pleasure. I love doing what I do. And whatever you do, make sure it makes your heart pump anytime you have to get up to do it. Sunday, I did 3-4 streams back to back, 5 a.m., 7 a.m., then 2 a.m., 2 p.m. So I slept the rest of the day, but, what can you do? They need the help, and I'm available. I thank God for that. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're a new subscriber, welcome and thank you. Feel free to share this content. And remember, blessed. All the best. See you again next week.